Hello and welcome to Marcodex. My name is Mark. Welcome back to the channel, guys. Thank you so much for your patience. I've been out for a real long time and I'm ready to go back to our game, MineSweeper, to continue working on this game. We need to finish that, right? So I added a couple of points that what left with this app. So hopefully, just to give you like a light at the end of the tunnel. I don't want you to say like, oh my God, this series is not going to be ending. It's going to be ending soon. Hopefully, I'm probably going to make it like finish within this video. Great. So we have a couple of things left. Last time we did work on building the right-click functionality. If you haven't checked that video, please go back and start the series because what you are doing, you have to watch this so you could understand and learn. So basically, the last thing or a couple of things that are left into this app is basically adding a mine count. Every time we want to flag a cell that is a potential mine, and because of that potential mine, and after that we will work on winning strategy. Well, basically when we finish unlocking all the cells that they don't contain a mine, we want to win, right? So we want to build that. So we will go after that. And last but not least, we will build a starting page, which basically before the game starts, we don't want to just immediately see this. We basically want to see a starting game to select whatever the grid size is and the game setup data is, and then like just start a game. From that, it will convert to another page or redirect to another page with it, which is this one, and then you start to play the game. We will just finish up the styling. So let's get into it. All right. So first things first. Okay. Let's do a mine count state to keep tracking of the mine counts, and the initial value for this will be setup data.mines. This will set the mine count immediately to whatever our setup data mines is. And then from there, we could comment this out. In the right click, this is where all our logic will be built, right? Because that's what we're tracking. We're tracking the flags. So basically, first thing, what I'm going to do, I'm just going to create a mine count placeholder. And this will just keep tracking of the state at a certain point, because I don't want to keep changing the state directly. I mean, definitely I can do that. But I prefer to update the state because I don't want the whole page to be rendered every time. I just wanted to change the state once. Maybe we'll change it later. Let's see. But let's go for now, mine count. We stored it in a variable, and here we'll just comment this out, and then we will check if draft XY flagged, which is the cell that we're on, that we just right clicked it. If it's flagged, we will just do a mine count placeholder plus equal 1. And if not, we'll do mine count placeholder minus equal 1. That should basically track if the cell is not flagged, it will just, or unflag the cell, it will just do a count to -1 by that count. Perfect. And now we just want to build the logic to let the cell to be either is flagged or not, depending on if we reach the end of the count, like we reach the count of 0 to the mine count. We want to stop that cell from keep flagging everything, and also we don't want to go above the mine count. So this will be mines placeholder is going to be greater or equal to 0. So that's our first condition. The second condition, we don't want it to be less or equal to mine count plus 1, which is the original mine count. So that's another reason I'm using a placeholder, just to keep track the main. I mean, I could just do setup data, but this is way better in my opinion. And then if that happened, let's move this line right here. Uncomment that, and then we will set count what did we call it? Set mine count to mine count placeholder. Okay, so that's done. We then wanted to display this. Let's create an H3. I don't know if H3 is actually the best option, but hey, you can change it later. So mine count, and now if we save, we should see the mine count, which is 10. So it starts at 10, and it just decrements each time you select a flag, and then we hit 0. See, and then we cannot right click any other cell. So that's a good feature. The other one, if we click on a flag, this number should increase by 1 if our logic is correct and perfect, and keep incrementing. And that's the whole idea. Perfect. Nice. So, and we cannot right click basically an empty cell. Great. So that is logic, and that's the logic that's done. Perfect. So let's go and scratch that from our paper. Now let's go up to the second step, which is winning strategy. All right, so let's move on to winning strategy. Let's see. Our work probably would be in the board.js. Yeah, let's see. So where are we gonna write this winning strategy? This winning strategy is probably gonna go in left click, right? We want to just make sure that if we win, so right, so here we're gonna build it, because all the other options up there is basically just to track if we have an empty cell or if we have a mine, and those are not within the strategy of winning. So let's see what we're gonna do. All right, so first things first, I want to make sure that I want to track the hidden grid. The hidden grid meaning that whatever left in cells that is not revealed. A workaround, an easy way to do this is basically we need to flat that updated grid. So let's do updated grid, and we just gonna flat it. So flattening it, so it's a 2D matrix. We just gonna flat it into one array, and then we just gonna filter by each cell, and then we will just return any cell that is not revealed. Build, and this will be in a false statement, and we can just remove this right here, and then we can just do this. Awesome. So let's see, let's save here. Let's make sure this is working. Let's see, console.log, and then we're just gonna do hidden grid. Awesome. So let's reset the game, let's refresh. Let's put a, yeah, I want to make sure that I'm actually console log. Maybe I have another console log somewhere. Let's reset, clear, whoops. All right, so we have a 99, now it's 25. And as you can see, it's just like one array that contains all the cells that are not empty, which is what we have is like 25. So 1, 2, let's maybe open more just to shorten that number. All right, so 3, 4. Yeah, I think it's correct. I'm not just gonna calculate everything, but my whole point is set. Basically, we're flattening it, and then we'll just filter that. Now, the logic is very simple from here. We will check if that hidden grid is the length of it equals to whatever the mine count, or maybe Yeah, I'm not gonna set up the mine count because mine count is tracking the flags. Wanted to check setup data mines. And if that is the case, we will set game state to, yay, you win. You gotta add an emoji. I mean, it's not gonna work without an emoji. Perfect. And yeah, let's see if we gonna win. Are we, do we dare? Do we dare? Let's change mines here to 5. Just to make it simple. All right, let's refresh. Let's reset the game. Let's refresh. So we have like 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess this is not a mine. 5. Perfect. Yay, we win. Awesome. So these are the flags. Let's see. Maybe I want also to, oh yeah, right. I want to reveal the map, right? I want to reveal the map. So let's see how to do that. Did I build the logic for that? Yes, we did. Okay. So we will grab this and yeah, so my idea is basically I don't want you to keep, or I don't want the players to keep clicking once they obviously like hidden all the cells. So we're just gonna show the grid, and what we're gonna show is our updated grid, obviously. So let's do this. Nice. Let's see why on reset game. Oh yeah, because I didn't add set count. Okay, so let's do set mine count here. And initially when we hit reset game, we wanted to data mines. We just want to reset the mine count. So if we hit reset game, let's refresh. Okay, that works. Awesome. So that being said, I think our functionality for winning strategy is done. How cool is that? Maybe we can, probably what I need to do is just change this. Maybe you could just say mines remaining. Perfect. So that's that. In reset game, that's perfect. I think our strategy is done. Let's move on to the next step, which is building a starting page, I guess. Perfect. All right, so let's see. I noticed a bug, which is a very good example. Sometimes things doesn't go well as anticipated, but I think I know where the error is. So let me show you the bug first. So if I've flagged, let's say those, and then open cells, you see that the flags have been emptied because there wasn't anything in there. And the set count kept the last number. So now I just only can flag once. Couple of things to solve this. Probably maybe when my algorithm to figure out where is the empty cells, I can add a logic to just show if the cell, basically to check if the cell is flagged, just keep it as is, right? Which I think it would be the best solution for now. Where did we write that? Let me remember. Show empty cells. Right here. So if the cell is not revealed and the cell is empty or the cell is mine, we can say and cell dot is flagged, and this should be false. That should fix that bug. Let's see. So let's reset the game. Let's flag, and then let's open. Perfect. Those stayed the same. Because technically in the original game, that's I think what's it's doing. So now if I unflag it, it's a hidden cell. But if I click it, it's an empty cell. Perfect. Awesome. So that fixes that bug because that was annoying. Where were we? Let's see. Yeah, we finished the winning strategy. And now let's move on to the building a starting page. Okay, so the next step is to build a starting page. We finished winning strategy. We finished adding counts for flags. So now we wanted to build a starting page. So let's go ahead and create a new file here, and we will just name it start. I need to do this. Start.jsx. And then we're going to use our handy dandy functionality or shortcut to get the snippet out. Perfect. And then in the app, let me just reformat this to a proper functional method. So let's do, we're gonna say, let's create a state and use state snippet. And then here we can say game started. And this will start as false. And basically the idea is just to check if that state is false, then just show the starting page. If it's true, then show the board game or the board page. Let's do use state from React. And then we can just say if game started, this is going to be a falsy, return. We're just going to say start. And now we don't have start page. Well, we do. So let's import that. And we just say start like so. And we do have like something in here, so that's perfect. Let's grab this from board because it's going to be probably the same thing. And then we can just close div, close container. Probably we wanted to import container as well. I was reading the other day an article about Material UI. It seems that this way is more performant. Not sure the whole logic behind like importing those. So if anybody knows, leave a comment. Let's learn together. Why is this way more performant than deconstructing the import like this? Perfect. So now we can just say, oops, start page. Let's save. And then maybe we can save app as well. I already have a container running, so let's see. And we are in starting page. Perfect. Awesome. Yeah, this warning is saying that we're not using this, but not yet. There is a logic is going to come back from starting page to simply get that out. So we will grab the sign in page. This is simply from Material UI. They already provide this kind of template. Clicked on source code, go to sign in page. I'll just copy everything for now, and then we'll clean it up there. So let's do this. Let's grab this box because that's all I care about. I need to stop being lazy. So maybe we can just add this here, and then we can just copy this, and whatever is not highlighted we'll just delete. So yeah, container is already, it's already there. This is already there. CS is not there. Let's give it a minute to kick in. Awesome. We're not gonna get those text fields. We're gonna get something else. So let's delete all that. And honestly, let's see. So avatar, let's keep that for now. Typography, that's the name of the page. Is the box, button, grid. What do we have here? Forgot password. We could just remove this. Perfect. Now let's do some cleanup. Let's delete all this. Let's save. And let's just create a function here called handle submit. It will take the event. We will call event prevent default, so it won't refresh the page, and then when submit happens, and for now let's console.log e.target.value. Okay, so that's great. We can just remove this. We could actually just copy it, go down to typography, paste that there, remove the H1. So instead of sign in, will be probably start game. Great. And now let's go to Material UI and search for radio group. And yeah, I think this work. We can just paste it here. We will bring all these in. So the first one is form control. Oops. Do we have radio and radio group? No. Form control label. And then last but not least, radio group and form label. Let's do this. Awesome. All right, let's format because this is getting annoying. Great. So we'll probably change this to difficulty. And then say beginner as a value. This is going to be like this. The label is going to be somewhat to this. Intermediate, the other level of difficulty, and the last one is expert. We need to change that to expert like this. Great, great, great. Sounds about right. Let's see. Perfect. So we have beginner, intermediate, expert. Cool. So now I want to, yeah, if I refresh the page, it should, difficulty is like beginner. We'll tackle the theme later in the styling section. Yeah, trying to think. Maybe we could just remove this. Perfect. Now, we want to have an on change right here that sets the value to I would say set difficulty, maybe. That's kind of our state that we were gonna build. And this will take e.target.value, and this will pass in e as well. And we'll just copy paste those here. Same one. And then what we can do, well, difficulty, not triple F. Well, luckily this is not an English class, so we're good. Let's see. So now here we'll create a state. And this will start as beginner. We will import useState from React. Perfect. And then maybe on submit, can also log difficulty. Let's see the difference. Okay, let's see now. If I click intermediate and hit start, this will give me back intermediate, but here I don't think it's e.target.value. Yeah, I think it's my bad. We can just remove this, and we have access to difficulty. All right, so from here, I want to pass in another function. Let's call the handle set data, and this will be passed in to start page as a prop, and this will get data, and for now clog data. And in the starting page, I'll just create maybe an object just to store all these values. So let's say const, we call it preset data, I guess. And then this one will be beginner, and this will be an array. Or maybe it could be another object just for simplicity. So width 10 comma height 10 comma mines 10, maybe like that. Why the 30 pixels? Yeah, and this here will take intermediate, and this one, it should be 16, and then 40. Then expert, let's do 20. Honestly, 20 by 20 is a big array. I mean, let's just do intermediate for now. Let's handle those first, because honestly, like, I haven't tested it. If we can do, we need to test that. So that might kind of get complicated if we introduce like a bigger array with a bigger matrix. That might, the styling might be broken. So we'll check that on the styling. So for now, I'm just, for simplicity's sake, I'll just comment this out and just keep it as intermediate and beginner. Perfect. And now what we can say is that, and then we can just put difficulty here, and that will return this whole object. So yeah, we can just say return, and then instead of that, we can just say props. What did we call that? Handle set data. We can do this, deconstructed, and then we can just say perfect. So now we will go back and see if we are returning something, and we are. Nice. So in here, const, we can say another state, setup data, comma set setup data equals to, we're gonna use useState, and then for this one, I will just default to this, and then right here we can just say setup data to data, and then setup data we can pass into board. And also we can, after we set that, we can just set this to true. Great. We might want to pass in set game started so we can go back to the page, like in case of, I don't know, in case of like game over. Yeah, we might able to do that. Okay, so now let's save. Let's see. So we should set the data, and then we get set the game start, and then we should go to board, and then here we can actually grab those two and do this. And instead of, I can just comment this out for now, and on game over, yeah, maybe like I will put like a button to get back. Yeah, let's do that. Let's keep this for now. Let's test this out. So let's see, beginner, create game. Perfect. Things are working. Let's refresh. Intermediate. Oh my god, this is gonna break. No, it didn't. Wow, awesome. Yay. So yeah, great. Perfection. All right, I'm curious now if I build an expert. I'm pretty sure it's gonna break, but let's see, expert, and this one will be, what is it, like 40 by 40? And this is 99. No, not 40, 20, my bad. 20 by 20. And then let's uncomment this back. Pretty sure it's gonna break, but hey, let's see. Well, it didn't. Hey, that's awesome. Perfect. So yeah, that didn't break. I was thinking that might break. Well, didn't have confidence in myself, but yeah. See, like sometimes not trying things, basically, will just ruin the whole experience for you, and you might miss a lot on stuff. So always just check things. Right on. With that being said, I think now we are officially done with the starting page. Yeah, I think we did. We just need to format a couple of those documents. Let's save maybe the start page as well. Just doing some cleanup. And in here, we can just delete this. We don't need it anymore. Officially, we have a full game now. Yay. Perfect. So the last thing we might want to be doing is just styling, and we have a full game. Awesome. Let's move on to the next step. Okay, so let's get on ahead with styling everything. Let's just close all that, and let's keep the README for now. Let's save this. So now, I guess let's style the board a bit. What I want to do, I want to add an element from Material UI called paper, and this will wrap everything up in this main card of the game. And then I want to wrap a card element also from Material UI to basically wrap that, you know, the header and the button. Maybe we could just remove this BR. Don't need that anymore. Let's import those. But before that, let me just do this pretty quickly. And then we could just copy. Oops. Let's do this pretty quick. This is a bit messy, but I just need to clean that up. As I mentioned, I was reading the other day, this is not performance, so I'm just doing the performant way. Don't want to give you the wrong, basically impression or wrong information that will kind of ruin your experience as a developer. So let's just get the card as well. Sorry if I'm going too fast. I just want to finish this out for y'all. So let's see. So we finished the paper, we finished the card. If we format everything, things should look neat. Now let's see. Now we have like some sort of a paper and a card. It's awesome. Let's give it some styling. So maybe we can just do, let's give it a variant. What is it? Like no, not a variant. Elevation, and this elevation, I don't know, we'll say 3. This is like it will give the element a box shadow, basically, like just to give it like the sense of like it's as if like it's elevated. And we'll give it, I don't know, just an inline styling, padding of 1 rem. So let's look at that right now. My browser is in dark mode, probably not seeing clearly what's happening. Maybe I can just change the app here. Maybe this color, maybe this background color. Let's just do, I don't know, somewhat grayish. Yeah, so you can see now like the elevation. I'm gonna go back and just remove this elevation so you could just see it. Save that. And you can see like it's very, very kind of like really close, but when I do 3, we'll just give it that elevation, and if we do 4, I think it just changes, oops, it just changes the styling, maybe padding or something. Why is it deleting everything? I swear to God, when I turn OBS, things just turn haywire. Let's keep it 3. And then in the card, what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna do a variant of outlined. And if I save this, you'll see that this is like way heavier of a borderline. And then we'll just give it also an inline styling. We'll give it a padding of 1 rem, sure. What else? Let's give it like a margin. Margin bottom. And I don't know, should we just give it the same thing? Yeah, 1, maybe too much, 1 rem. Sure. And a background, and I will use, let's do a background color, and I'll use the theme. It's also provided with Material UI, which is cool because you could utilize their theme palette colors. Dot palette. What is it? Not double L E double T E dot maybe gray with a 200 scaling. Not theme. Let's save that, and now we have a better looking. I guess it's a better looking card. Great. So this is done. Maybe we can just format everything. It is too late, but I'm probably gonna just set up a prettier right now just to fix this up. Cool. So now we have that. And since we are in app.scss, let's actually add a couple of things to cell. Let's say and.hidden. So this is, we'll give it a styling just because it's hidden. And we'll say sure. And then maybe let's give it a border. And this one will be 1 pixel solid. Let's give it a border of white because the color is actually gray here. Let's add a semicolon, and let's do the same thing, but this time for shown cells. So we want to show and different colors when the cell is hidden, because I want to remove that X instead of the X. We're just gonna use something else. So yeah, let's I have a color in mind, which is this one for the hidden, and the shown we'll change it to this one, and we'll keep the border the same. Okay, cool. Let's save that, and then let's go back to, let's see what it looks like right now. It doesn't look like anything yet because we didn't apply this styling. So let's go back to cell or the classes, and here we just gonna say we'll add something right here. We will template literal right here, and then we will say, okay, so if column col dot is revealed, we will just put shown. If not, just put hidden. So this will add a class of shown and hidden, depending on the cell if it's revealed. Let's remove this, and we'll just put it as a null. Let's save. Let's go back. Perfect. So now if we show it, this is the shown, hidden. So the hidden will have the gray background. What I don't like is that all of them are the same color. Let's alternate their colors. Let's alternate those. And to do that, we're gonna jump every second element and we're gonna alternate it. So to do that, we're gonna go back to board, and the easiest way, or the laziest way, we're gonna say cell color, cell bg color equals to I plus J. And if this modulo 2, which like if adding them together is in the even, then let's give it a dark maybe, and otherwise let's give it a light, kind of like a shading, I guess. Format, perfect. Let's save, let's go back, let's import this in here. And what was it? Cell BG color. And then the cell BG color, we'll just add it right here. And this, what it will do, right now you can't see because like I didn't add any styling. However, you could see it's dark light, dark light, dark light. Perfect. All right, so let's add the styling to that. So if it's hidden and it's dark, so we're gonna add and dot dark, and we're just gonna do the same thing, and we're just gonna say light, and we're gonna do the same thing for shown and hidden. So each single one of them has a styling. We'll do background of. We'll copy the same, I guess. Yeah, the same one, because I just want to keep that lighting here. Maybe we could just remove this completely. Let's do it for the dark. Oops, not view problem. I know what's the problem. It's me being anxious. Okay, so, and this one here, we'll do background. And the color just a bit lighter. B6, BAC 0. Something lighter than the line above. Similar to this one here. We're just gonna copy that. And then we'll just do a shade lighter. Like so. And now, amazing. So even like when you start solving stuff, the color stays the same. Perfect. So next step, what do we have left? Maybe we need to, I don't know. I mean, it's pretty close. We just wanted to add a couple of things. Maybe like this game on, we will change it to the emoji. Sure, let's do that. Okay, let's move on with the rest of the game. Okay, where should we start next? Let me think. Let's start with board. And yeah, so each single one of those, let's see, we have the game state. So we have a game on, we have game over, and we have win. So game on, let's give it an emoji of maybe this one. And the second one, game over, we're gonna give it an emoji of someone is upset. And for the win, I think the original game adds the emoji of glasses, I guess. Hold on, the cool emoji. If I can find that, there it is. Right? Awesome. Do we have anything else? I guess we do. Game on, so we're gonna repeat whatever we have for the initial value. Perfect. Do we have anything else? No. We finished that. Let's see. So now maybe we can save. Let's go look at it. We have the game. Actually, let's center stuff. Text align. That's why I don't like CSS, because it's just a matter of like going back and forth, and it just takes a lot of time. Sure. There you go. That solved it. Great. Let's do this. Let's do that. Let's lose. Nice. Reset game. Let's do this. 2, so this one. Boom, we won. Awesome. Great. Reset game. Maybe we can... well, let's keep reset the game, because like reset the game, yeah, it needs to be... I guess it needs to be there, like so. Okay. Maybe we want to add, instead of reset game, go back to the start page. So let's add that right here. So we'll just gonna do in button or around button. We're just gonna add a stack. I'm telling you, it's OBS. It's not me. I swear. And then we're just gonna do button. We're just gonna do that, and then we'll just call it. Let's do on click, and it's not reset game. What was it? Set game started to false. Don't need this anymore. Variant. Both of those maybe need to be contained, just so it will be inside that stack. I just don't like this being that way. We need to add maybe an icon. So start icon, and this one will have an element of arrow back icon. I guess that's what they call it. I can't remember, but we'll see. Let's format perfection. So we need 2 things. And then instead of reset the game, we'll just call it back to start page, I guess. Hey, I'm not sure. Don't stop judging me. Let's see. Let's take this, put it at the top. So this would be on the left side. And then maybe we can just add a color to, I don't know, this one. And we're just going to give it great. And let's import stack and arrow back button. Uh-oh, we have an error. Arrow back icon. Oh, because this icon is not from, shoot, it's gonna be from icon, my bad. Icon material. We didn't install that, right? We did install icons as well. Shoot, maybe we didn't. It's been a while. No, icons material. Icons, not icon. My bad, my bad. I know you're yelling. I know you're yelling. Why is it not? Let's go look and see what is that called. So icons, material icons, and then did that go anywhere? Okay, and then arrow back icon. That's what I was looking for. This one. Yeah, it's called arrow. Okay. What? iOS new? Well, probably they changed the name. There. Material UI, sometimes you are a pain. Okay. Oh, come on. Hey, there we go. Still, maybe we need to add some styling to that stack. Or props. So spacing equals to 2. Justify content is center. And then yeah, maybe we want to keep it column. If yeah, we're gonna keep it column. Let's do this. Let's do this. Setup data dot height. If the height is equals to 10, then which is like the beginner. Just give it a column, and then other than that, we're just gonna give it a row. Perfection. So now let's go back. It should take us back. Perfect. And then if we do intermediate, this should be, yeah, should be in a row. Go back. Beginner, it should be stacked. Perfect. Awesome. All right. So next, what we gonna change or update is the start page, because that's only what's left. Let's think about how we can handle this. So let's go back to starting page. We're probably gonna do, I guess, the same thing we did for board. Let's see. So maybe, do we need to put it in avatar? Typography. Let's see. Let's put a paper here. Let's wrap the content in a paper. And then let's do that. Then we're going to do the same thing. Maybe the avatar. Let's see. Instead of lock icon, let's add an emoji. Let's do bomb. Like so. And here in typography, we're going to call it MineSweeper. I call 3.14. Sure. Let's go back. And now this is what it looks like. Perfect. The paper, let's do change. Let's add some inline styling. Margin, sure. I didn't want that. I actually wanted margin top of 1 REM. Let's give a padding of 1 REM, and also width of 100%. Perfect. What else do we need to add? Let's see. Yeah, we need to give it an elevation, so let's do that right now. Also elevation of 3. Perfect. So that's done. What else do we need? We probably need to do a couple of things. We need to, I don't like this purple color, so let's change that. Instead of secondary main, let's do secondary. Typography is fine. Probably need to change the background. You can do that later. Difficulty should be a bit bigger. So we need to add a bit of inline styling. I know a lot of you are gonna jump at me and say like, why inline styling? You could do it in CSS, but honestly, the whole idea of the app is not the styling. The whole idea of the app is actually the logic and algorithms in it, and the whole building the game and experience of it. So just doing the inline styling just for easy. I was thinking it was gonna be fast, but it's not, unfortunately. But yeah, hell yeah. So font size. Let's do, I don't know, 1.5 rem. We can give it some padding. Not padding. What am I thinking? Font weight. Font weight. Let's give it a bold. Sure. All right. And instead of difficulty, we could say select difficulty. Maybe text align center. Let's see, text align center, that didn't apply that. So let's see, why is that? Oh yeah, because this is not 100%. So let's do that. Is that form control? That's form control. Let's give it that, and then we can just say, and then instead of this, we can just do that. Perfect. Yay! Starting game. All right, and we lost. Perfect. Intermediate. There we go. Expert. We can zoom out a little bit. There we go. What is this zooming out? Yeah, that's 100%. So it's definitely, you can see it. So that's great. Zooming in just because I wanted it to look a bit better. I'm not sure why is that actually. Trying to see why is it blue. Every time I select something, change to color primary. Form label. Let's see. Did I add anything here? With a color primary? No. Interesting. Well, we can figure that out later. Actually, it's kind of annoying. Let's figure that out. Be right back. Okay. So yeah, I'm not sure what's happening with that change. Did my research, couldn't find anything, and don't want to take too long. So I just found the laziest solution ever. Just change the form label to typography, and that should actually fix it. So now when we select that, apparently probably like this is attached to the change of this radio buttons, and that would change that label to that. We don't need it. This is like just basically select difficulty range. What we can do here, we could just say RGB 000, comma 0.6, and that will give it that kind of grayish color, and we can start game. And perfect, beginner, and then we can start game. Awesome. Last but not least, what else do we want to add? Do we want to add anything else? Let's think about this. Maybe what I was thinking is to change the colors of those. So what's the maximum? Yeah, because like the original game, one has like all the ones gonna have like, let's say like blue, the 2 is green, 3 is red, whatever, blah blah blah. So how are we gonna do that? Let's think about this. So I think the easiest way is just to go to cell, and then in here we can just create a functionality to get a color for each number, and then we're just gonna build a switch case to basically just find that color or whatever the value of that cell is. So if it's 1, then show this. If it's 2, then show that. Whatever. Let's show you how. So we'll create a function. We're gonna say get color, and we'll call this one, I don't know, we're gonna pass in, what did we call that? Neighbor. Yeah, neighbor. And we'll just create a switch case statement. And the key is neighbor. And if the value is 1, just return a string of teal, for example. And then I'm just gonna repeat this a bunch of times. 1, 2, 3, 4. I guess the total cell that could be actually showing number, like in case all the mines are around that cell. So 8. So the maximum number is 8. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll probably better way to do this. That's what comes to mind. I just did sound like for a second. Before we break, I'll just leave this because this is not reachable. Numbers are always going to be the same, so I won't return anything. I'll be returning empty string. Sure. Okay, so let's take those. So teal. Now random number of ace 6, 7, 8, 1. Let's see, maybe purple. Indian red. Blue. Let's do red. And then burly wood. Perfect. And now what we can do here, we can just add your favorite inline styling. And we're just gonna say color is get color, and then we'll just return neighbor, which is gonna be, what is it, column? Dot neighbors. Yep. So that's that. Let's see now. And great. Perfect. Let's try intermediate because those gonna have like higher numbers. And we can see 3 is a different color. We don't have a 4 in this one because technically also, oh, we have a 6, so that's the blue. And yeah, so we got the point. Perfect. I guess we're all set. The game is done. I'm just gonna bonus point. I just want to add a confetti. So there is like an npm package called confetti in React. So we're gonna add this effect when the game, when there is a win situation, I guess. Perfect. So let's see. I will do something else. So let's see. So let's just go back to board. Let's import this. And now we will just apply this probably way at the bottom. What is it? Confetti. So confetti takes a width and a height, which is going to be the width and height of the it will just take the width and height of the window, the whole window, and just apply that. So we need that. So what we're going to do, we're going to build a custom hook to get the width and height for that. It's an overkill, but This should be enough, I guess. All right, let's go build the custom hook. But before that, let's just do another state. I'm gonna say use state snippet and confetti double F 1F. God, this is a hard word. And it will start as false, and we will set confetti when we win to true, and that's the only time the confetti is set to true. So we're gonna just do here maybe we can add a recycle. Well, just keep, I think the recycle just keeps the, so conveniently they didn't talk about it. I think, so as far as I remember, recycle keeps, instead of like stopping, it just keeps rolling those confetti. So let's go to utils now. And let's add our custom hook. So again, this is an overkill, but it's a good experience. So you can get, or you learn how to get or build your own custom hook. So our custom hook is going to be, when you build a custom hook, you have to add a prefix of use to that function name. Basically, React will know that this is a custom hook. We'll create a state. The state will be called window size, and then set window size, use state, and the state contains two things, width, and we will just define it as undefined, or maybe 0, and a height. So those will be your width and height of that window. So now we're gonna use effect, and let's do use effect snippet. We will create a function of handle resize, and this will set window size to window, which is the window object of the whole browser, and then inner width, we're gonna do the same thing, but this time inner height. And then we'll just, oops. Not sure why is this highlighted. Yeah, there is an error, which is this one. And then let's comment this out. We don't need this because initial loading. I mean, technically we can just add window inner width as our properties in there, but no matters. We can just say window dot add event listener, and this one will listen to resize, and then we'll just run handle resize. So we'll run that function every time the resize is called. And then we need to call this just for the first time. Just so this is to handle if we resize the window, and this one on initial load, or maybe proper word is mount. And then in the return, we will just copy this exactly. We need to dismount, so remove event listener. So basically on the use effect, when we create a listener for the mount, we need also to dismount that listener, so we don't keep just returning those, or just keep calling it. And we're just gonna return window size. Perfect. Use effect is complaining because we don't have that here, so we can just say import use effect comma use state from React, and we can just do this, maybe format the whole document, and it's not affecting. It's like in a Harry Potter movie. And then we can call this use window size in our board.js, and we can create a object called window size or variable, and this will use window size, and it doesn't take any parameter, and we'll just import that. Do we have our utils? Perfect. Let's do use window size, and now we have access to window size. So now we can say confetti, if it exists, then window size dot width, otherwise 0. Gonna do the same thing here, height, and I keep just mispronouncing or writing this wrongly, so let's do this, confetti. Perfect. Let's save that. Let's format. Let's see if our code is running. Let's see. Oh yeah, I need to add that. I did copy it, but I didn't do yarn add React Fetty. Okay, well, after an eternity, this is done. Let's see. So let's win a game. I'm not gonna win this game, Arm. Oh my god, I'm gonna cheat. Okay, I'm gonna cheat. This didn't even go that well. Okay, let's see. Let's clean this up while we're here. Heinz wine. Wow, that took a while. Let's refresh. Select beginner. Great. Yay! Awesome. So, yep. And once we reset the game, yeah, we probably need to remove that confetti as well. So let's just do in board, where's that confetti? Oops. Just need to set it when we lose or we reset the game. Well, when we reset the game. Perfect. And there you go, folks. This is MineSweeper 3.14. I hope you guys enjoyed this long series that it took a while to actually finish. I'll come around and finish that. I hope you guys learned something from this game. Again, the whole point is not to build the game, is to just like learn the nuances. We learned, I mean, I would say like we learned a decent amount of React and how we can interact with and building something fun. You could actually share this with your friends. Just show them what you build. I feel like the algorithm in this game is really fun, and it's really eye-opening for an old game like this. The amount of logic that is put into this one is just amazing to me to just like watch or build. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this series, and if you did, please just share this video, subscribe if you haven't, and like if you liked that video. Thank you so much, and as always, stay curious.